Hey! Think you should be able to hear me in stream, I guess? Hört man das? Cool. Alright, hey, what's up? It's me again, the guy who had some really train-wrecky Uncharted runs at the start of this marathon. But this is Uncharted, Drake's Fortune. A very, very broken game for the PS4. Wait, hold on, let's enable autosaves just in case something goes really, really, really badly. Oh yeah, it's fine. Okay, so time. We start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Wie haben die uns hier draußen gefunden?
Oh shit, it's
Die
still in
Typen
German.
verfolgen mich seit Wochen. Ich
Whatever.
dachte schon, sie wären weg.
Was haben sie diesem Kerl getan?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's okay.
Beeil dich, Sully.
Should I switch to English? I don't know. And start over again? Yeah, let's do that. People want to understand something that's happening here. Totally forgot to do that. Speech. You can do a Netherlands, or what's it called? Netherlands, yeah. It's pretty funny. So how does this work again? By just going to new game, it should work. Hopefully. I haven't played this game in quite a while. But it should be fine. Hopefully my wireless controller still has enough energy for this entire run. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
How the hell they find us out
There
here?
These guys have been tailing me for weeks.
And we have German subtitles
What'd you do
for
to
the
piss
few
them off?
people who don't speak
More
English.
shooting.
But if you don't speak English, why are you even watching this marathon?
Hurry up, Sully.
Okay, yeah, so this is Uncharted, Drake's Fortune. It's the first installment of the Uncharted series. It originally was released on the PS3. I'm playing on the remastered version for the PS4, the Nathan Drake, the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection, which features all 3 of the Uncharted games, or the first 3. So the first mission is really boring.
They're climbing
There
the
are
barn!
22
Oh, no, you
chapters,
don't.
I believe. And yeah, so we're on this ship right now, and some pirates wanna be mean to us or some thing, I don't know. And we're just, they're always spawn at the same place, so we can just wait here. It's, I have to do this 3 times, and as soon as we're in chapter 2, the fun begins. Because this game is really, 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 really broken.
Sully, where are you?
Alright, these guys, and now if you look closely, there will suddenly be a ship out of nowhere. Okay, my camera was a little bit badly angled, but hey, there's a ship. And they tried to kill us, and we can just... This is on a timer now, I could do 7 million different things right
Okay, that's
now.
not good.
What I like to do sometimes is the spin to win, which is this right here. If you just run in circle and spam the aim button,
Security deposit back.
there's about 3 different funny things I could do just in this waiting time right here.
Thank God!
That was just one of them.
Oh no!
So yeah, our friend Sully
Damn it.
comes around and blows up some stuff, and we're good. Alright. This is where the actual run now begins. There was just like warm-up for the
Hold
fingers.
Hold on, kid. I'm not as young as I used to be.
Yeah, this is Sully, by the way, the guy who just saved us in the flying.
Yeah, you weren't
thing.
too old for that little barmaid in Lima, were you?
Ha! Well, that was different.
So,
Although I must admit,
what you will
equally
see in
strenuous.
just a second is the fastest way to move in this
Well,
game
hang
is
in there, old timer. We're just
kind
about
of jumping.
You know,
This little
this reminds
walkie
me.
jump here. It's
I
a
ever tell
tiny,
you about
tiny
the
little
time
bit
I
faster
pawned
than
a
just
phony
walking
16th
all over
century
here.
Santa off on Pablo Escobar. Risky move, but
There are
the time he
two
figured it
different,
out, I was...
like the game.
Nate, are you even
There are
listening
two
to
different
me?
scenarios.
hanging on every
If
word.
you're,
Really think
what I'm doing right now,
Francis
just
Drake came all the way
casually
up here,
walking through
We're
things,
an awful long way from
he
England.
will like be really slow. I mean, you can see he's just like casually walking, like it looks like jogging.
Man,
But when you
this is
enter
like trying to
combat,
find a bride in a brothel.
people run around and like, you know, I'm getting shot at. I should maybe run to cover and stuff.
This is more like it.
But in this state right here, jumping is faster. If I'm in combat, just normally running is fine. Here's the first
What do you
little
think
trick you
this
can
is,
do.
Lincoln?
Nah, it's
For
older
most of
than
you,
that.
this probably didn't really look like a trick.
2,000 years older.
But what you're supposed to do here is climb all the way around this thing. But for some reason, there's a
Good work,
there was
kid.
this tree at the side, and if you're with 1 foot on the tree, you're just a tiny bit higher, and it's like high enough for the game to think you're at the ledge of the other side of the thing it actually wants you to be, and you can jump all the way up and don't climb through all the things, which is nice. But yeah, it doesn't
Those
really look like
Spaniards
a
sure left
skip,
a
but
lot
it
of
saves
crap
like,
on
I don't know, like 10, 15
Careful,
seconds or
Nate.
so.
That's quite a drop.
Okay, and upcoming is the reason why this game can be finished in less than an hour. You can just casually go through walls. So how this works is it's pretty easy, it's not that hard. So what you do is you stand parallel towards the wall you want to glitch through. You spam the aim button and push the movement trigger into the wall. And like for every time you aim and re-aim, it pushes you like a few pixels in the direction you're like holding your trigger, your stick. And yeah, you don't even have to mash that hard. It's not that hard. It's pretty simple.
Wait, I recognize these
I bet
symbols.
everybody in this room could actually do this within like a minute. So because we're glitching through all of this, we're saving a bunch of time. I mean, there are no enemies currently, but we would need to solve a few puzzles and open these doors and stuff. This section right here, this is supposed to be like a super cinematic scene and everything falls apart, but because we glitched through the wall, the camera is like still casually attached to us. It would be like a really cinematic, it would zoom out
I made it!
pretty hard.
Now,
yeah,
looks like
it would look
we're
pretty
getting
cool.
Somewhere.
And yeah, he's like relieved he made it, but like what did he even do? And believe it or not, but that glitch by going through walls is not even the most broken thing in this game. I can maybe show that. Hello, where am I? Yeah, this is a little bit of a safe setup. Normally, runners wouldn't do this. Alright. Yeah, so there's a glitch in this game, which is called the Airwalk. This is why this category is called No Airwalk. And with the Airwalk, you can finish this game in like 20 minutes, I believe. The record for Airwalk is, I think, 21 minutes or something along those lines. I'm not sure exactly, because I've done like 3 runs of that category and never again. So yeah, here is this giant U-boat on the side, and here's an invisible wall we just glitched through. And at the front of this thing is a checkpoint. If I run into it and reset checkpoint, we are inside.
I'm in.
Which saved us a
Something nasty
climbing
happened to
section
these guys.
around
There's blood everywhere.
to end up on
So-
top of this U-boat. It saves like, I don't know, like 30 to 40 seconds or so. But you need to be really careful when you go through that invisible wall, because the game starts loading the interior of this thing, and if you have your camera at the wrong position, the game will crash. And when I took a break from this game and came back to it, I completely forgot about that, and I pretty much crashed all the time at this when I tried to go into this, and I got so mad because I had no idea why the game kept crashing all the time. And I just looked up my PB and I saw that my camera angle was different. I tried it and then I remembered, oh yeah, right, the game crashes when your camera is at the wrong place. But yeah, this entire section is really boring. You're just walking through this thing and you discover some things and cutscenes, which we are all skipping. So it's pretty neat. You can skip pretty much every cutscene in this game. There's only one cutscene which is not skippable and it's not even a special cutscene, it's just, I don't know why it's not skippable. Kinda random.
Cozy.
So maybe we can talk a little bit about the differences of PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. So first of all, the PlayStation 4 has faster loading times, which is not that big of a deal, but it's just a nice thing to have. Secondly, the PS4 version runs on 60 FPS, while the PS3 version was running on 30 FPS. And believe it or not, but the FPS makes quite a lot of difference. Especially with the glitching through wall thing. Like, the more FPS, the more frames the game has to check for collision and stuff. So this glitching through walls is even easier on PS3. On PS3, when you're like lucky, you need to press the aim button like, I don't know, 3-4 times and you're through a wall. On PS4 you need to press a little bit more, but I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, I'm not like mashing the button like a crazy madman. Hold on. Don't jump into the abyss. Alright. Where's this gun? Hey, give me your gun, dude. So a little thing you can do is, I don't know, it's like animation canceling when you're jumping from a higher distance or a bigger height. The protagonist Nathan will attempt to do a roll, because that's what you do when you fall from greater heights, you roll.
Long story.
But you can like stop that by shooting, because shooting has a higher priority than the rolling. And I mean, shooting generally has higher priority than pretty much everything in this game. So you can animation cancel a few things by just shooting a bunch. It also works with a... Dude, come on. Show me your face! It also works with stairs and slopes and things like that, because he has a really weird animation when he goes upstairs or downstairs, and it's kind of slow. You can skip that by just firing when you're on stairs. You can even fire if you have a rifle or so, you can attempt to shoot even though you don't have ammunition. You'll probably see that in just a second. I want to press the wrong button for aiming. So yeah, for example, here are some stairs. As you can hear right now, he's trying to shoot the empty AK. As you can see, it looks kind of wonky when I go upstairs. So here's a neat little trick you can do. We're not really sure why this happens, but...
Strangers trying to kill me.
So I talked about this at the start of the game. There's what I'm in currently is called combat speed. So the game, for some reason, thinks I'm still in combat, and that's why Nathan is not jogging, he's running. And for some reason, if you kill the last 3 guys from the last chapter fast enough, and go through, like, the car and, like, go to the next chapter, you, for some reason, keep your combat speed. We don't know why this happens, it's just a thing, I guess. I casually walking out of bounds, by the way. So water, by the way, has something neat. If you in this game, when you ever touch water, you will automatically get pulled to the top of the water, which can be used, right, to yeah, to do this. This may have looked like a big thing, but this only saved like a couple of seconds. It's no big deal. You would have just run around. Oh yeah. So this is chapter 4 right now. There's a. You might think this game. Hey, dude, this game is really boring. Like, why are you just walking through a forest? Like, is there even is there something happening here? Or like, this is like a walking simulator or what? So, at the very start, I glitched through a gate, and because I did that, the game still thinks I'm at the start of the chapter, and because of that, it just doesn't load any enemies. Like right here, this area is supposed to be like a big shootout, but because the game thinks I'm still at the start, there's no enemies. There's a little bit of a annoying jump to this rock. If you're on this rock, you can jump up here. So the downside of the game thinking I'm at the start of the chapter is that the game is thinking I'm at the start of the chapter. So if I die, I will respawn at the start of the chapter, which you might think, why should you die? There are like no enemies. Like, what? What are you talking about? So there's this little annoying part right here. There we go. There's a little jumping section coming up, and hopefully I don't die, but if I die, I lose like 4 minutes or so, because I have to redo everything again without combat speed, so without the running. So there's a hard-coded checkpoint over there on the middle bridge. It's like, it should not be a big deal, but... What? 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 Okay, I guess. Basically. Yeah, I'm really glad that I just talked about that, because, yeah, there we go. We can... I just lost 4 minutes. PogChamp. I can do everything again, and now I'm slow. But I guess you can see the nice glitching of this game again. But it gives me more time to talk about the differences of these games. Yeah, you can see, do you see his casual jogging animation? It's like so slow. So yeah, I talked about the frame rate and the loading speed, and also the collection, the Uncharted collection, has a new difficulty level called the Explorer mode, which is one level beneath very easy. So it's like Omega Ultra easy. It's so easy that the game literally gives you an aimbot. And this is why you might have seen me like headshotting a bunch of guys with perfect accuracy. Some of you may have thought I'm actually good at this game. But this, yeah, the Explorer mode is ridiculous. Like you will see in later, there will be some sequences where like, I don't know, like 8 guys are shooting me and I'm just not dying ever. I don't know why that difficulty level even exists, but for speedrunning it's pretty cool, because you get the aimbot and enemies basically never kill you. There's one kind of monk-ass part, but I guess I'm okay with one dangerous part in like a 50-minute game. The other dangerous part of this game is just climbing correctly and not jumping into things that kill you. Yeah, so a thing about glitching through walls is, for example, at this point, so right here the game has like two collisions like been above each other, and you're like trying to jump inbounds again, and there are like multiple collisions, and it's a little bit random. Sometimes you struggle a little bit to get there. And later on there is a gate where I need to glitch through, which also has like double collision. So I'm basically glitching through 2 collisions at the same time, which is... There we go, that was supposed to happen. We're still not safe yet. Okay, still not. Dude, why do you jump over there, man? I'm gonna take this super safe. Alright, we're good. So pretty much about right here is a hard-coded safe, like a checkpoint.
Whoa!
And yeah, if I die now, it's not a big deal anymore. Are you kidding me? What? What do you mean?
Whoa! Whoa!
Can you jump? What? Why does this jump normally works perfectly fine?
Whoa!
I hate this game. You know, I thought I could like redeem myself for going underestimate, but so far this is not shaping up to be another overestimate run.
Bingo. Burn me.
I swear to God.
You gotta be kidding me.
I need something to blame right now. I mean, it can't be me. I'm a professional video gamer. It's the monitor. I blame the monitor, which is totally my own monitor, by the way. I blame the guys behind me on couch. They're like distracting me too much, even though I can't see them. But yeah, I was talking about the difficulty, which is a big difference. On the PS3 version, you used to play on easy, and despite it being called easy, you can die rather quick in easy mode. But in Explorer difficulty, like you literally need to shoot an exploding barrel right in front of you to die. If you're like 1 meter away, you will still survive. And talking about exploding barrels, there's something funny coming up with one. Hopefully it works. It's a little bit random. Here I need to wait for a specific thing, otherwise I can't skip the cutscene. So these 4 guys who shoot me, there's an exploding barrel. Hopefully they don't shoot the barrel. This is not what I wanted to do. So what I just did is I took cover behind the barrel, which of course is not a smart idea, by the way. Yeah, I took cover behind it, and he has this very unique animation when he jumps from cover, when he jumps over cover, and this animation for some reason doesn't have any collision. So yeah, and because that exploding barrel is conveniently placed right at the edge of there, I can just jump out of bounds there. I could just casually do the thing that I have been doing all the time right now and just glitch with the aiming glitch, but the collision at the side over there is kinda twisted and turned, and it can be a real hassle. So by the way, you can't see it right now, but because the game doesn't really know where I am right now. But I'm actually, Nathan Drake is a magician, as you can see in just a second. Oh look, it's a castle thing, whatever. It just appeared out of nowhere.
Eyes ahead, don't look down.
When you grab the ledges on there, the game realizes, oh holy crap, the player is over here. I should probably load the textures and stuff. Yeah, there's one little downside for running the PS4 version over the PS3 version, which is a glitch called the Vine launch, which is the vine that you saw me climb up. In the PS3 version, you can do a rather consistent trick to get all the way up here. Like, it just flings you up there, and it's not that hard if you like practice it a little bit. And you can do that on the PS4 version as well, but it's really hard and really kind of inconsistent. Like, I think the only run on the leaderboard who has Vine launch is the world record holder. I think second place and all of them don't have the Vine launch in the PS4 version because it's like really inconsistent. And if you just try, I mean, it doesn't even save that much time.
Son of a bitch, where did they all come from?
But it looks really funky, like you're jumping onto this vine, you spam the X button, and you just get flinged upwards. So here's a little bit of an annoying part. I glitched through this gate, and I glitch back, and I open the gate. This seems like really stupid but I need to do this in order for the game to realize where I am. The soldiers down there, or the bandits, or thieves, or whatever, they can do something really unfortunate when they throw a grenade at you while you're like opening the gate. And it has happened to me that they placed a grenade literally between my feet. And that actually kills you in Explorer mode. If it's like just a little bit further away, you will survive. But if they chug it right between you, you just lose a bunch of time because you have to get out of the way and let it explode and try again. Yeah, now I need to raise the water level over here. So there's a trick you can do to jump over where I am right now. Like, you're supposed to open the first and then the second, and then you can go over here. Yeah, there's a lot of tricks in this game, which are really hard and kind of inconsistent, but the world record holder is kind of a madman and he grinded this game to no end. I'm like, major props to him. But that is exactly the reason why the time between world record and second place is like 3 minutes. Because he grinded this game so much and he did all the tiny inconsistent things. He's an absolute madman. And so this is chapter 6. Chapter 6, we generally like to call it like somebody new at Naughty Dog made this level. Because there's something really annoying over here. If I so choose, I could go right at the end of this level, but like the mission end trigger is not there. And what I need to do, I actually tested this once very thoroughly, and in this hallway right here there are a bunch of like little checkpoints, and I need to go through them all in row in the correct order, or otherwise the mission end trigger will not be there. I could just run up there, but like the cutscene for like changing levels is just not there. Like, nothing happens. So I just need to run all around here, kill a bunch of guys and glitch some more things. By the way, I'm out of ammo. Did you hear this guy? There's a little cutscene. This cutscene, for example, would also not play if you did all the like meet the checkpoints in the wrong order. And without the cutscene, these 3 guys wouldn't spawn, and so on and so forth. So you could probably save like, I don't know, a minute or 2 if I could just go to the end of this and not climb all the way through. So let's...
Where'd she go?
There's a risky jump you could do right here, but I'm not gonna do it. It saves like a second or so. But if you like slightly misposition, you will die. So yeah, upcoming is in speedrunning terms something bad, but I can in this game it's even though it's bad, it's still kind of funny. So yeah, this is the era, the end. if I just go here out of order, like this cutscene would not play. I would just be here and could walk around and nothing would happen. Which is really dumb.
So what were you looking for?
This is kind of half of a cutscene, which I cannot really do much about. I can skip when he... right here. And these two guys.
Oh, crap.
I kill one of them and the other guy shoots me. Doesn't matter, this always happens. And now we are in chapter 7, which is an auto-scroller. Yay, auto-scrollers. Lots of fun, right? So there's something really cool you can do in the Explorer mode of this game. Because I talked about how like ridiculously easy Explorer mode is. So I just shoot these 3 guys, and yeah, I'm gonna take a break now for like half of the auto-scroller right now. And yeah, enjoy. This is what I was talking about with like you have 8 guys shooting you and you just at some point, by the way, this will get really funny. Because at some point there will be so many enemies on screen that they will start crashing into each other and die. Currently there's only 2, but there will be a few more in just a bit.
Step on it!
I'm just gonna play it safe and just kill this guy. I normally I don't die, but I just so, and right about now they should start to like swarm a bit. Oh yeah, that guy just killed himself, like no big deal. These 2 guys maybe. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. But yeah, you can only do this on the PS4 version. If you tried this on the PS3 version, you would have died already like 3 times. But yeah, now they will start to drive into trees and stuff. There we go. And yeah, there's another one. I think it's kind of a like the Naughty Dog programmed this in a way that not too many enemies are on the screen. If a certain enemy is, if the player like fails to kill somebody, he will just die eventually. To like ease the challenge. Yeah, these guys don't mind them, and this guy. Who taught this guy to drive? Like literally. Come on. And yeah, I don't need to kill this guy as well. It looks I let this play out for a second. This is normally a cutscene you can skip by just oops, that's the wrong button. Restart the checkpoint. So this enemy I sadly I need to kill, otherwise I will drive into him and die, but now I can chill a little bit more. And pretty much the same thing happens again. I think once I made like a meme that when I started this, I like played it for a little bit and then I started to like I said my controller stopped working. I mean I told the tech guys that everything's fine. I'm just memeing. But I just wanted to make a joke. So. Yeah, my controller's not working anymore, guys. Like, what am I supposed to do? Help! Which is kind of stupid because if the PS4 controller actually dies, the game would freeze, and it would say, "Yo, your controller stopped working." Like, plug in stuff. But everybody who does not have a PS4 obviously doesn't really know that. But yeah, so this entire thing is not a scroller, which is. As every speedrunner knows, kind of bad. But in this game you can at least make it fun. And yeah, you might also be thinking, so we're already at 30 minutes and I'm already at chapter 8 of 22. Like if I keep going at this like minute per chapter rate, I'm gonna be like sitting here for some time.
I can't believe that worked.
Yeah,
So
that is true.
That guy?
But
Just an old business.
about
So look
soonish we will be start to skip entire chapters, because so far the game design or like the level design was rather linear, but in a bit the level design begins to
God's sake.
These guys never quit.
be like that all the chapters are like next to each other. They're like all chapters are kind of in the same area. And yeah, I'm just casually walking here to avoid some enemies. Oh yeah, and this is those are the infamous jet ski
Get it? How does a whole
sequences.
colony just drop
Everybody
off?
knows
We
that.
got company.
Wait, let me do this.
Hit the barrel.
I'm always failing this. So the controllers of the jet ski are absolutely abysmal, and every Uncharted runner will tell you they suck. Like they suck big time. As you can see, like I'm not doing this intentionally. I played this game a lot, and controlling these things is really wonky. But you kinda get used to it, so it should be fine.
Hold on.
Okay, so coming up is something really cool. It will look a little bit weird, but... So I just shot right there, and that shot alerted the enemies, and I am now in the combat speed again. Like, the game thinks I'm in combat, and that's why Nathan is running faster. And right now, by skipping into this building, I pretty much just skipped an entire chapter. Oh yeah, this is also something that is only available in the PS4 version of the game. That was just photo mode. You can just pause the game and like take 6 screenshots and stuff. You can use that to like load the rest of the chapter. But it's not that big of a deal. There's like PS3 had like a different strat to do basically the same, but doing it with the photo mode is just a tiny bit faster. And yeah, this is like, this part right here is kind of Monka-esque. Because if I fall down, I will be soft locked. Because the game thinks I'm still in chapter 9, but meanwhile I'm already in chapter 11. And aiming without auto, like, yeah, this is exactly what I meant. But I can at least demonstrate this, so I am dead now, but the game doesn't know that really, and I would be soft locked right now. But smart me enabled autosaves. And I can now just continue because of the autosave. Normally, if you do like proper attempts of this game, you play without autosaves because whenever I go into the menu to restart a checkpoint, when autosaves are enabled, it takes like a second or two to actually create the autosave. So that's why I generally don't use them in real attempts. But smart me did them for the marathon. So, and the thing, why I'm using photo mode right here is to actually load the things right here. If I just jump down there without the photo mode, I would just fall through the floor and die. Because the game wasn't fast enough to load collision and tile sets and all the fancy stuff. So let's try this just again, huh? Shall we? This run sucks, by the way, but at least it's enjoying. It's like enjoyable because it's funny. I mean, I at least hear people behind me laughing sometimes, so I guess it's okay. I guess this run is kind of entertaining. So yeah, let's try this again. Do this correctly. So this is the only like part where I could die, because there are a lot of guys in here, especially this minigun guy up here.
Oh man.
This mini guy does a lot of damage, and either I kill him or he takes a second to reload. If I try to just straight up run over here, there are like so many guys shooting me that even on Explorer mode I would die. So, the funny parts are about to be here. Another cutscene right here. By the way, hello Elena, who suddenly just teleported over here. section is a little bit boring, but we'll get there. So I need to kill all of these guys in order to progress. Can you? Okay, no AK. Only 4 shots left. This kind of sucks. I guess I just take your weapon. Can you die? There we go. You can't access this right here if you don't kill all the guys. Oh yeah, and this is also very funny. What you're about to see right here is not a glitch. This is intentional. And I'm not saying anything, but some of you might notice it by now, eventually. So, I have no idea where Elena bought that pistol, but that magazine is pretty big, man. Like, does she ever need to reload? Like, look at her. Damn, dude! How far does this magazine extend, dude? Jeez! Well, it turns out that you basically have infinite ammo. This is not a glitch, this is just in the game. I mean, I guess Naughty Dog did not intend for you to just drive all the way through here and just shoot. Like, you can actually aim, but the problem with when you try to aim while in jet ski, you can't drive anymore. So you can either aim or drive, but not both at the same time. And because of speedrun reasons, of course, we don't want to aim because that's slow. By the way, I am the guy shooting. Like, you can... I'm just spamming the shoot button, so I'm kind of controlling Elena and Nathan at the same time. That's a major multitasking right here I'm doing for you guys. And yeah, you're just praying to RNGesus and hope Elena hits all these explosive barrels. Like, because I'm not aiming, like, her accuracy is kind of random at times. Sometimes she is able to snipe a barrel that is like, I don't know, 200 meters away, but sometimes she fails to shoot the barrel, which is like literally in front of me, and then I will drive into the barrel and die, and I need to redo a certain section of this, which is kind of sucky. Oh, by the way, world record would still be by now. World record is 39 something.
Let's head up to the monastery and see what's going on.
But like I said, the world record holder is an absolute madman, and I have the biggest of respect for that guy. He played this game for hours and hours and hours to no end. It's insane. My personal best is, I think, a 44 something. 44, 46 or something along those lines. But yeah, now we're in chapter 13, and this is where the game gives you like one big area, and all the chapters from now till 21 are kind of interconnected with each other. And with our very little convenient ability to glitch through walls, we can abuse that a little bit and skip a few things. Also, here everywhere are supposed to be enemies, but we're skipping things. Hopefully... Oh god. Okay, saved. If I don't jump into the abyss, we're fine. Okay. Whew, saved. So, right here is a checkpoint that I need to restart real quick.
Nate, I've got a bad feeling.
So, and yeah, what I'm about to do is like really confusing. Like,
Let's just find Sullivan and get the hell out of here.
The last time I played this game casually is a long time ago, so I'm not really sure like which chapter actually is which one and stuff. So we're glitching through here. Damn it, I was too slow. So yeah, if you're too slow, Elena dies, and she's an NPC that doesn't die actually. Like, she can't die in combat, but I think the area kind of deloads, and she's in an area, in the area that deloads, so she falls into the abyss and dies there or something.
No! Don't lose it!
Hopefully this was good. So now the area in here should load. Okay, there we go. Okay. So now by walking up to this door, the next chapter loads. Because the game, like, you're supposed to get out from there. And in a perfect attempt, I would have not done that. And I would be doing puzzle skip right now. Puzzle skip is probably the hardest trick in this game. Or like one of the hardest. Consistent at that. It looks really fancy. And what it would do is skip this puzzle right here.
It's something to do with these symbols.
Hopefully I can remember this puzzle. I think it's this guy. And then this guy. And where is he at? The arrows. Hopefully this was correct. Please? Okay. Remembering puzzles. And welcome to nothing. Because the game didn't load what is supposed to be behind there. Because I skipped
well, there's no way but forward.
And yeah, I was just in chapter 15, now I'm already in chapter 16. Chapter 16 is a little bit... there are some fights coming up.
What is this place?
Upcoming is the one unskippable
Really
cutscene I was
elaborate way to
talking
hide
about.
the damn treasure.
Some awful reason, I don't know.
Which way do we go?
Oh yeah, and upcoming is a glitch which you might think is really broken, but you only use it once in this entire speedrun. I mean, there are a lot of glitches in this game, but because you can just glitch through every wall, like you don't use a majority of all the glitches.
Stay here and keep a lookout while you figure out how we're gonna get across.
So, and I'm not really sure how this works, but when you jump over cover and you just spam the jump button, you can do like another jump mid-air. Which we are about to see right here. So, see, I just did a jump on air and I could jump over here. And you can do this pretty much everywhere, but it's just only useful right here. So yeah, this is the one cutscene. Listen to the quality voice acting, by the way. It's...
Hey, Boule! Last man alive gets the gold. You lose. Kill them both.
You lose.
This just keeps getting better
Yeah, this
and
is a little bit of an annoying fight right here. I need to kill all these guys. Hopefully my super master aiming skills will help me. Normally this guy should be an insta-kill. Maybe not. Maybe this guy. Yes, I am out of ammo indeed. Okay. Dude, what? There should be this guy. Yeah, these guys are a little hard. They have these grenade launchers. If you get really unlucky, they kill you really fast. So yeah, when Nathan starts to like slow walk again, you know you can jump over here. If you jump over here and with at least one enemy still surviving, Elena will... Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. Wow, okay, that's really rare to happen. Yeah, that was super rude. Like, this guy is actually really bad at aiming. I mean, you just saw that. He pretty much aimed right next to me and I still survived. So, in order for him to kill me, he needs to, like, hit me dead center. And he's normally really bad at that. I don't even know how often this happened to me. It's like 3 times or so ever.
This leads somewhere.
I would appreciate if you would not waste the shotgun ammunition because I kinda need it.
No. Let's try this way.
Yeah, upcoming is like the last kind of annoying fight sequence you can't really skip. Where the game introduces these zombies,
There's
kinda?
gotta be a way out of here.
Yes, there are kinda zombies in this game, Monka is.
Come on. Oh, you're heavier than you look. Can you reach it?
Yo, did you just call her fat?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like an old hoist or something.
By the way, I like the word
There's a rope.
hoist.
I'll try to lower it down to
Kinda
you.
sounds like moist.
Oh, I see a tunnel. We can get out this way.
So yeah, this is the annoying part. So there are these zombie guys,
What's going on down there?
and they kind of spawn in the same pattern. But since I played this game the last time a million years ago, I don't remember the pattern quite yet. Like quite right. Like you can speed up this fight a little bit if
Totally rusted in.
you kind of know what you're doing. But yeah, I just don't have it memorized. I think he's over here next. Hopefully, maybe. Nope. Rip. Oh yeah, these are those zombie guys I was talking about. Can you not? Yeah, these two guys. Yeah, this fight could be a little bit faster if, you know, I wouldn't be bad. Yeah, where's my... I guess I could do that. There was the last guy when we killed this guy. There's a cutscene where our companion who just helped us over there dies. Bible fan. The guy with the quality voice acting. And this is like the second part. Right now you don't really need to memorize where these guys are coming from because you're just waiting for Elena to do the thing. The thing you can do in the meantime is a little bit more spin to win. The cool part is you can do this without any ammunition. Beyblade!
Grab the rope.
Can you grab the... There we go.
Come on, Nate.
Okay, coming up is something really interesting. When you use in the PS3 version, upcoming is something that would have hard crashed the game. They fixed it for the PS4 version somehow. We don't know what caused it back in the PS3 version. But if you just run down this hallway on the PS3 version, like I'm doing right now, the game would crash. What we used to do is just like pause like this. This is what we used to do back in PS3, and we could kind of get through this without crashing. So yeah, remember this number up there, chapter 18. So what we can do is glitch through this little gate right here, and you see this ladder over here, and we jump up here, and I'm not gonna say anything, just watch the number. That's pretty neat.
Sully, are you there?
So when he starts talking, you can reset the checkpoint to skip some dialogue. Like, no, it's not the dialogue you skip. When he's talking with Sully, like Nathan has this like really slow walking animation. Oh, with a little bit of luck, we might still get underestimated. Wow, rude. Yeah, something that I noticed when playing this game, at the start, chapters are generally really long. But when you start to approach the end of this game, like, chapters become really short. Like, and I'm talking, like, casually. Like, you will see that in just a second. We're still in chapter 20, and, yeah, we just glitched in here, skipped some fights, basically. And here's some more glitching into this table, tomb, whatever, because there's a thing somewhere. There we go. Okay, so this is chapter 21, and I'm not skipping anything in chapter 21. So just to re-emphasize like how fast like chapters become at the end of the game.
For God's sake.
Look, I know it sounds
Like I'm just doing some fighting and some running, and there's some fighting coming up right here. And after that fighting, we're already done with this chapter, and I didn't glitch anything. I just run through here and kill some guys. Hopefully these guys don't send him away. Can you go away, please? And now we jump over here, and that's entire chapter 21. Like, Yeah. This is, by the way, the last chapter of the game, so time is coming up soonish. And the last chapter is supposed to be like just a big fighting sequence with a lot of enemies and stuff. And you can hear them shooting me, so what I do is just glitch through here, and the game still thinks I'm at that fight over there, and I can just casually walk past all of this. I almost had you! Did you really? So coming up is the end, the last boss. And this is really cool. This only works in Explorer mode, because if you try this in anywhere higher than Explorer mode, you will die. So, I'm in cover, I just jump over and punch him in the face. This is not how you're supposed to do this fight. And yeah, time is coming up in a few seconds, so... Oh, PogChamp. And... time!
Elena!
Yeah, unfortunately this sequence right here is unskippable, kinda. I mean, I'm in the menu and it only says remove, resume or subtitle. But
Can you stand?
it's quite, like, it's just a little cutscene. It's pretty cool.
You alright?
Oh, Nate!
It's just some generic Hollywood blockbuster stuff. Like, oh no!
Adios, asshole.
Some cheesy one-liners and oh no! A big treasure! He's tied to it and he falls down. And he can't get, you know, rip the bad guy. And some good dialogue. Like, this is the reason why I like Uncharted. This is like, I'm kind of serious. I love Uncharted. Uncharted is, they're pretty cool games. I mean, the first game is
Yeah.
casual.
Yeah,
It kind
world,
of sucks.
Triumph over evil. Pretty typical.
Really?
It's a shame we're leaving empty-handed, though.
Oh, well, you know, I did manage to save one small thing.
Oh, it's Drake's
Here,
family heirloom ring.
I thought you
Oh.
might miss this.
Thanks.
Now kiss.
You two got a
Or not.
funny idea of romantic.
Sully!
Wow, you look like hell.
You should see the other guys.
You should see the other guys.
Got us a boat.
We already have a boat.
Yeah, big boat.
I like this one better.
Sully, you beautiful son of a bitch!
Borrowed it off a
Whoa,
couple of
watch your
pirates
language
who
there,
were too
buddy.
dead to cash.
Sorry you didn't get your story.
That's all right.
Yeah, she's supposed to be like a journalist, and she
You
wants to do
still
a
own
story
it.
about treasures and stuff.
I'm good for it.
Aren't these two cute? Spoilers, they get together, and then they divorce, and then they get together again. So, I wanna show something real quick. It like literally just takes 1 minute, but it's hilarious. It's right at the very last chapter. None of us speedrunners know why this is a thing. It just is, and it's hilarious. Skipping. Didn't I just? Oh, I can't do that. Where's the sound? What? Isn't there supposed to be sound? I guess not. With sound, I mean music. There should be music playing. So, if you... Can you just glitch through here real quick, buddy? Do me a solid and... Thanks. Okay, so if you... Instead of going upwards and you just glitch through here... So, as you... It's kind of hard to see, but maybe you see. What? Do you see this? Okay, I can't. Do you see this AK over there floating in the nothingness? Yeah, there's just an AK laying around here, and the best part is, this is kind of finicky, but hopefully I get it. You can. It has collision. You can. Like, it's just. If I would let go, I would fall down and die, but this thing is just randomly here on a place player never casually ever gets to, and this thing has collision. You can climb up on it and fall down again, and like you can stand on this if you're like a little bit tricky, and yeah, it's, I don't know. This is pretty hilarious. But yeah, with these awesome pictures of a guy floating, like hanging on a AK floating mid-air, I'm sounding out. I'm Xoneris. I hope you enjoyed this run. I enjoyed my time. I hope you guys enjoyed and had some laughs. And yeah, we will be taking a short 10-minute intermission. And after that, we will be back with Faye, I believe, right? By Ike Wolf, who's sitting over here. You can't see him on cam, but you know, he's here. I trust him. So yeah, see you guys later. Thanks for watching.